Hey Mario. Sorry I'm late, I was doing stuff. It's okay, I am stuff. Oh my god. Luigi, no. Haha Daisy, you are a bangin' my brother. If you'd be a fruit, you'd be a strawberry. Because I love strawberries. Really? This is how you usually start a conversation? I guess. And it works. I guess you don't know how to start a conversation. Okay, can I start over then? Sure, second chances are always welcome. If you were a fruit, you'd be an apricot. Because I hate apricots. A Kansas man is dead after officials said he was struck by gunfire from a rifle that discharged when a dog stepped on it in a truck. Smith was sitting in the front passenger seat of a pickup that contained a rifle in the back seat. Going with the flow riders. And his new 20 gauge from Paw Paw and more. This hard-working man wakes up every morning to do one of society's worst jobs in order to feed his family, and you want to disrespect him? A man who knows his place. My friend didn't reply to her man for 2 weeks and told me that you gotta give them time to miss you, and now he's got a new girl, laughing my ass off. Show off virgin. Leeds millionaire's £100,000 Audi R8 vandalized with spray painted expletives. Pizza delivery man runs into burning home to save 5 children, jumps from second floor holding child. The mayor and the police department hailed Nicholas Bostic's heroic actions and expressed gratitude for his selflessness. Save 5 children from a burning building, get injured in the process of being a hero, needs to start a GoFundMe for the medical bills. Science spelled backwards is Ichneix. An eknis was a device used by pagans to summon Saturn himself to brine and wash children and turn them into literal sheep. These pagans were called scientists. Today's scientists use Ichneix, science, to brine and wash our kids #MAGA#FLATEARTH. A guy says he was questioned on a plane for doing math during a flight. A woman sitting next the Ivy League economist told flight crew she had security concerns about the man after seeing him write in a foreign script. It turned out to be a differential equation. To the person taking lunches, that is not this. Please be considerate on taking lunches that is not yours. There are people in the lab who needs to take medications with food. If you ever feel dumb, just know that when my friend was 14 she went to a psychiatrist because she had a voice in her head. It was her brain, like literally just her thoughts. She thought that she was the only person who had the ability to think for 14 years. If you were revamping the human body and were to give boobs an actual useful function instead of just sex appeal, what would you have them do? It's 9 AM here, and I'm starting the day knowing I can hardly hear something dumber than this today. I don't know. Maybe something crazy, like feeding our babies. Woman forgives her mother's killer and visits him in prison. Upon release she gives him a job working at the house where he killed her mother. He murders her in the same house. I'm so angry, and I don't know what to do. A few weeks ago, I applied for a job at a tattoo parlor to become a tattooer. I lied on my application and told them I was a professional, even though I've only done like backyard ones on my friends a couple of times. I showed the manager some of my sketches, and I've got this friend who's a professional tattoo artist who gave me his portfolio to take with me to the interview. He's also been teaching me and was telling me I was at a professional level already. So they hired me, and now this customer is coming at me, telling me the tattoo I gave her the other day was shit. I think it looks great, but she's being so picky. She reckons the color is all wrong, the lines are too deep, and it's gotten infected, but that's not my fault. She probably isn't taking care of it properly. Like, fuck off my back, I did what you wanted, not my fault you can't keep it clean. Anyway, so I told my manager, after she filed the complaint, that I'm not actually a professional, and he's pretty pissed at me, and they're looking to file charges against me. Can they do that? I'm so scared. What do I do? No mean comments please. $600 for my son who lived about 3 minutes. He received no medical care at all. As he died almost immediately, he didn't get enrolled in my insurance plan, so I got the bill from the hospital where I was a doctor. What's the most absurd medical bill you have ever received? Bowel tone? Really? Woke bandages. This is 2023. Band-Aid Autone. Band-Aid Autone. Found this at the bottom of my delivery receipt. Thank you to whoever this was. Delivery instructions. Pretty sure this is the Vine guy that does awesome impressions. I swear the delivery instructions are put by whoever orders though. They are. This is so embarrassing. 6-year-old who shot his teacher said he wanted to set her on fire and watch her die. Teacher defends her sexual relationship with a student by arguing his grades improved. I find atheists confusing. It's like going to a restaurant and believing there's no cook in the back. Is it possible to feel that your girlfriend has slept with someone else when you penetrate her? I state this short and sweet. The answer is a definite yes, no holds barred. If you are having sex with only her and she is having sex with only you, her vagina will conform to the size of your penis. A vagina will stretch to conform to nearly every penis that enters it. I say nearly because my wife has told me some guys are just too big for her. All vaginas are not so different, it's the pelvic structure that makes the biggest difference for her. Try as we may, I could never fist her, never. She could not have a vaginal procedure because her narrow pelvis would not allow the doctor to proceed. So I can say yes, you can tell. If you stop having sex with her because of military duty, stationed all around the world, in some instances it is an unaccompanied tour, or in the case of a combat zone. Say you are gone on a 6-month rotation or 13-month rotation, and she has been having sex with anyone who is larger than you, yes, you will know, because her vagina now conforms to whoever she was fucking, and will no longer conform to your penis. Yes, you can tell. When you just fake cried before the boys' night out, so now you're having a cute couple spa night. Christians against Doctor Strange in the multiverse. Disney knows their days are numbered. This is why they are bringing everything with this next movie. It's disgusting, all the filth they are trying to force down our throats. Not only will this movie further the LGBT agenda, it is also normalizing witchcraft. The most egregious of all is this idea that a multiverse exists. It's preposterous and goes against everything their Bible has taught us. Please pray with me as we push Disney to cancel this abomination. Giant nuclear powered flying hotel with gym and swimming pool to carry 5,000 passengers that can stay aloft for years. Sat through a horrible job interview for an hour, then the guy was like, by the way, this only pays 30k, so if you're looking for a job that pays better, look elsewhere. So I said, okay, I will. Then he was like, wait, no, laughing my ass off. This was hours ago and I still feel incredible. Look at how bolder I am. I bought boba metal straws. I can't believe you. I hope they haven't influenced your faith in Jesus. What does that have to do with my faith? You're changing towards the left. How? I'm just trying to save the sea turtles. Restaurant review in Pakistan. Very bad quality, non-expensive with garbage taste. They don't even know how to make pink tea. I'm very disappointed. Response from the owner. Thanks, we appreciate your feedback. Gandu, we've been closed for over a month, so we don't know where you got your naan from. Start a business, $999. Too much, buy a new iPhone, $999. No problem, healthy groceries, $100. Too much, dinner and drinks, $100. No problem, watch Netflix. 2 hours, 1 more episode, learn a new skill. 2 hours, no time. Life is about choices, stop blaming the lack of opportunity. Ah yes, one of those highly profitable businesses that can be started with $999 in capital. I could get in a lot of trouble for telling you this, but it's actually the lollipops we give you after the vaccines where we hide all the toxins. What a moron. He's actually admitting that there are toxins. Why guys get turned on when you orgasm, and why that's a bad thing. Of course guys manage to make your orgasm about themselves. Delivery instructions. It's a surprise party for my mother and we live together. So please can the box not look obvious, it's party supplies. Can I pay Austrians US minimum wage if they are located in Austria? Hello Austrians. I'm planning on hiring some interns, bilingual Austrian students for it internships. I plan on paying the project management interns minimum wage because they are the least important. US minimum wage is $7.25 an hour and I think Austrian is around $20. I simply can't, in good conscience, pay the project management interns $20. Any help would be appreciated. Do you know? In the 90s Arsenal Soccer Club had a player called David Dix. When he was injured, the newspaper wrote Arsenal to play without Dix. The coach was upset, so the newspaper changed the headline to read Arsenal to play with Dix out. A record number of women attended the match. Mothers who breastfeed boy babies need to stop. We need to empower more females in this world, and by breastfeeding them, we are giving them a good start in life, which they deserve over a baby boy, which are already physically stronger than baby girls. I have feminist views and I'm not ashamed to admit that no boy baby will ever be fed from my breasts if I'm unfortunate enough. Favorite KFC burn down. Finally try new location. Chicken pink raw. However taste very good. I'm very ill. I can't stop laughing at the reasoning for Twister's PG-13 rating. Rated PG-13 intense depiction of very bad weather. 33. Technician. Straight man. About me. Pure blood and taller than Tom Hardy. You must be. Younger, no addictions, including to food. Tattoo free, no piercings of special parts, no dogs, low body count, unvaxxed, no exceptions. Even if you're an 11 sorry, but you're too dumb and now worthless to me if you have taken it. I made 80k last year. If you're smart enough to figure out what I do you will know I'm telling the truth. Extremely ambitious with warlord potential. If you have kids that's really great, but you should have kept your man. Indian minister fighting climate change by pouring cold water on model globe. What is up? Bored and studying math. What kind of math? Topology. Haha, that was a good one. And I study bottomology. Topology is a real subject. Topology, branch of mathematics, sometimes. Oh. When I was 5, I found out my grandpa had a twin when I saw him after my grandpa's funeral. A fucking heads up would have been nice. Sat through a horrible job interview for an hour, then the guy was like, BTW, this only pays 30k, so if you're looking for a job that pays better, look elsewhere. So I said, okay I will. Then he was like, wait no MAO, this was hours ago and I still feel incredible. My parents vaccinated me without my consent. Is there a way I can get unvaccinated? I did CPR on a crash victim until paramedics arrived. They said I saved her life. I'm now being sued by her for breaking a rib. What can I do? I'm worried because my certification is expired. Also, I really can't afford a lawsuit. Edit. It happened in Alabama. CPR didn't continue after paramedics had arrived. Thinking about the time in 1928 when the LAPD couldn't find a missing child, publicly reunited the mother with some random kid to save face, and then institutionalized the mother when she tried to tell people it wasn't her son, rather than admit their mistake. Other fun facts: the police told her to just try the boy out. She won a lawsuit, but was never paid. Christine Collins, Wikipedia n.m wikipedia.org. A grown man harassed a 16Y/O girl for 2 years and even showed up to her school and house multiple times, yet they blame her for his termination. BuzzFeed at BUZZFEED. The teen reported her Chili's manager for sexual harassment and her coworkers threw a party to shame her. BZFD pointed/toon bonus. Fuck Emily Hauser. I have lived next to the same guy for 3 years. Thought his name was Steve. I call him Steve. His name is Steve in my phone. I've been to his apartment. We've had dinner. His name is Brian. His dog is Steve. When I get DoorDash I order 20 cheeseburgers at a time and heat them up throughout the week so that I don't have to pay the delivery fee multiple times. I hope you understand how food poisoning works. I hope food poisoning understands how I work. I never met a burger I couldn't eat. I feel sorry for Netflix era kids. They will never know the high stakes adrenaline of running to the bathroom/fridge/bedroom in a single ad break with the beckoning call of a sibling screaming it's on to send you hurtling over furniture to get back in time. Couldn't you just pause it? I hate Satyr. Beyonce uses Bible pages as tampons. It is witchcraft. I hate Satan. Power just died. No spoilers please. This is not about Chainsaw Man. I cannot pay the bill. I'm no longer supporting SpaceX and will change my support to NASA. I refuse to support any organization that hires Nazis. CCTV in operations. Shoplifters will be prostituted. Too much of a snowflake to keep talking with me, huh? Why don't you leave your mom's basement and get a job? And try blocking me again, I dare you. I'll make you delete this account just to get away from me. I've gotten the last word on every argument I've had and I'm not about to lose. This is what I do. Also, what happened to your not political? You have 24 hours to accept defeat or I will ruin your karma. And don't think you can ruin mine. I've been at -99 karma. That's as low as it gets. And you must also delete the post in r/FACEPALM or it'll make your karma 00. After repeating 6 times that I want to cancel my Comcast's Xfinity, I finally figured out how to get them to stop arguing and actually do what I asked repeatedly for them to do. Happy about the service so that we can resolve this for you. I'm going to prison. Sorry to hear about that. Let me go ahead and process the cancellation for you. Man who spent £20k trying to look like David Beckham is now £14k in debt. The children at my son's elementary school have started referring to me as a Karen and mocking my chic hairstyle. Is there anything I can do in the way of legal action to prevent this? I'm deeply offended. Welp. Posting a question about suing 8-year-olds is probably the wrong way to beat the stereotype. Drake makes music for people who follow billionaire mindset accounts on here. You tweeted this at 5 in the morning. He certainly has a hold over you. I'm in the United Kingdom. 5 AM is 5 AM. Don't embarrass yourself any further. He still lives rent-free in your mind. A woman who left Alabama to join ISIS says she felt broken after she was stripped of her US citizenship. This is incredible. China is testing its new autonomous electric train that does not need traditional tracks. It runs on a virtual track. Can go everywhere. Motherfucker, that's a bendy bus. The term obese is a slur. Violent. Dehumanizing. It's anti-black. #27 I'm speechless. Ingredients: 1/2 cup rice, 1/2 cup water, 1 liter milk, 1/4 cup sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla essence. I was wanting to use up some full cream milk, bought by mistake instead of light milk, and came across this recipe. Have just cooked it, and the rice is so beautiful and creamy. I only added 1/3 cup of sugar as my husband doesn't like things too sweet, and it's perfect for us. Thank you very much for posting. For diabetics, best only use 1/2 cup of sugar. These Bumus Canadians don't have ketchup. Universal health care. Anybody at 18 years of age can vote. Multi-party political system during the pandemic. $2,000/month was given to impacted workers. Weed is legal, and instead of Cash App we have e-transfer, which is free. Why are it guys such dicks? Last week I drove 2 hours to push the power button on a server that 3 separate people assured me was already on. Happy holidays offends me. George Santos lied about his mother dying in 9/11. Absolutely pathetic. 9/11 claimed my mother's life. So I'm blocking, so I don't ever have to read this again. December 23rd this year marks 5 years I lost my best friend and mentor. Mom, you will live forever in my heart. Adult children are costing many parents their retirement savings. Young adults are being forced to rely on help from parents to survive due to overwhelming student loan debt and cripplingly low wages. There, fixed your headline. Well, it's done. My parents' divorce was finalized yesterday. They are no longer married after 52 years. Still in love and still together, but divorce was necessary because of dad's medical bills. Now, when dad passes, mom won't be saddled with $288,000 in debt. She's free and the house is in her name. Pretty sad that decades of marriage comes to an end because of the American medical system. Sex. The message you have sent has been flagged as suspicious by the Indian Telecommunication Authority, ITA. The message has been forwarded to the Bangalore police for further action and is under complaint number B6563. This is an automatic system that is still in beta phase. If you think this is a mistake, please type IMADCK. IMADCK. Selling our son's birthday presents. We are selling all the toys the 9-year-old just received for his birthday 3 weeks ago. He's been acting out lately and saying that he doesn't believe our religion and wants to be a scientist. We are fine with him wanting to learn, but he should learn about God. We can't tolerate him questioning and back-talking, so we are going to sell everything. Just so you know, we are going to make him watch this happen, so the lesson really stinks in. And the money will go to sending him to Bible camp this month. My children will get privacy from him when they can pay their own bills and feed themselves. Until then, you do what I say. Ain't shit negotiable. We not friends. I haven't spoken to my mother in 10 years. Welcome to your future. The vicar just read my dad's name out on a list of people who have died in the parish this year. Not only is he alive, he was at the service. Please don't lick this psychedelic toad, National Park Service warns. Reminder that CBS banned a medical marijuana commercial for the Super Bowl that showed it removing a kid's seizure for the first time in his life, while at the same time shoving alcohol ads down our throats. Swipe with strip facing card holder. You are the card holder. So I saw your last post about cultural appropriation and I completely agree. I'd like to ask your opinion on whether or not you think it's okay for me to learn Japanese because my mother is Japanese. I would say don't learn it. The damage has been done by your father. He's either robbed a Japanese woman of her heritage, or he has committed cultural appropriation by adopting Japanese culture. It's best to minimize the damage. Stick with English. The best thing you can do is to appropriate Western culture and reform it so it's not imperialist. That is the best way to repair the damage. Remember, each small candle lights a corner of the dark. Thanks for reading. #FLATEARTH. Okay, so here are the numbers. Out of 8 pilots that I had to and from Mexico, 5 said Earth was flat, 1 made fun of me, 1 ran away, and 1 was going to look into it. Tech fix. Everyone wants your email address. Think twice before sharing it. Thanks for reading the Times. Create your free account or log in to continue reading. Email address. Continue. School wins legal battle to electric shock children to correct behavior. The Judge Rottenberg Center for Children with Disabilities can continue to use electric shocks on its students as US Food and Drug Administration ban is overturned. I bought a cow for $800. I sold it for $1,000. I bought it again for $1,100. I sold it again for $1,300. How much did I earn? $100 because you lost $100 buying it the second time. $200 only. $300.00. Trophy hunter is attacked and eaten, live by the brother of the lion he's posing with for Instagram photos. Trophy hunter eaten alive by brother of the lion he eliminated for Instagram. A large cat hunter's remains were found after he was eaten by the pride of lions that he was hunting in the fields of South Africa. The lion hunter is widely. I remember when I was doing Hunger Games, nobody had ever put a woman in the lead of an action movie, Jennifer Lawrence says. We were told girls and boys can both identify with a male lead. Elon Musk is going to put Apple out of business. Did he buy it? What's your favorite character in LOTR, and why is it Gollum? How tall are you, dude? Oh well, I'm 6 feet 3, 191 cms, and you? That's like the perfect height for guy, haha. I'm 5 feet 1 and petite. Oops. That's too much height difference, I guess. Don't think it would work out. Sorry. So you're rejecting me because of my height? The audacity. Well, we all have our preferences. Even your profile bio says only 6 feet and above. Lol, okay incel. If you have a small dick, just say that a mayo. Dafuck. How's it different from you having a height requirement? I'm a woman. So it's not the same, incel. Even if a man has nothing, he has the audacity to ask stupid questions like this. Bye. If male staff are in any way distracted by children's knees, I don't think they should be allowed anywhere near a school, to be honest. Schoolgirls told to wear longer skirts to create a good work environment for male staff. So apparently girls don't know guys have the equivalent of periods. Like what we get pain to. German climate activists glue themselves to the conductor stand at a concert. The stand is removable, so they were taken off stage and the concert continued after a 30-second interruption. Tussled Football Club in Winterthur, Switzerland commissioned artists Marine and Stefanie Corgi to paint their clubhouse in the new Talgott cloakroom. This is the finished product that cost €28,000. My wife got question 13 wrong while buying a gun because she grew up in Texas. She put D. 12. You are responsible for a firearm stored in your house. A. At all times. B. Only when you use it. C. Only if children are present. D. Only when it is loaded. 13. The use of lethal force may be lawful when defending yourself from which of the following attempted crimes? A. Disturbing the peace. B. Assault with a deadly weapon. C. Trespassing. D. All of the above. 14. The safest direction to point a firearm is A. Up at all times. B. Down at all times. C. Where an accidental discharge of the firearm will not cause injury or damage. D. Away from the nearest object. My girlfriend thought it would be funny to have this delivered to me at work. Second-hand sex toys seasoned and sanitized subscription box. Hello. We hope you enjoy your slightly used dildo. Please understand we take the greatest of care when washing and sanitizing our sex toys. Have a great holiday season and don't spend too much time with your new toy. Your environmentally friendly pleasure pack secondhandsextoy.com. An activist from the last generation in Germany used it to strong glue and had to be freed with a jackhammer. Minding my own business eating lunch and some rather large woman with purple hair comments that she liked my shirt because it makes it easier to spot the assholes in this world. Not sure what she has against British motorcycles, but whatever I guess. Millennials aren't buying diamonds, why? Too busy filling out job applications that ask them to attach their resume and then enter what's on that same resume on the next page. I'm very thankful for my husband. He got a tattoo of my choosing. He knows my father was a problem in my life, so I told him I would divorce him if he didn't get this tattoo for me. Now everyone will understand why he is with me and what I went through. I'm proud to be a Marine wife. I'm in full control of everything or am. I love wearing our uniform. Daddy issues. Wow, look at all that money you're holding. Oh. They painted the shadow. Obese is the N-word for plus size people. I value animal life over white humans, but people of color and animals are the same level of valuable. Fat phobia is also a sign of pedophilia. Children in their prime ages tend to be more slim with less of a figure. You should check yourself. You sound like you should be investigated. Dude pays $10,000 to meet a girl he follows on OnlyFans. All he got was a hug. 1 month later, that money is funding a trip for her and her actual boyfriend that she had the entire time. I met my top fan for $10,000. We are going to see the world together, babe, one vacation at a time. USA, New Year, new me. 36 mass shootings in 23 days. Europeans get shot too. Norway's happiest country in the world. What's the secret? I can't believe that a wealthy country with free healthcare and education, high wages, a strong middle class and nearly a month paid vacation time by law is happy. Girlfriend, 25, female, bit by a monkey now experiencing symptoms. 2 weeks ago we went into the Amazon rainforest and a wild monkey bit my girlfriend, 25, biological female, when she tried petting it. We didn't think much of it and kept going with our lives. Last Monday she started feeling discomfort in her jaw which soon evolved into pain when she tried opening it. Now she has a headache and feels tension and electricity in her trapezius muscle and her neck. I think she might have tetanus, but her jaw pain may also be caused by a bad movement. Should we be worried? My mom called my Christian university, that 17-year-old me attended by my parents' behest, to inform the school that I was smoking weed, drinking, and having sex. She thought because it was a Christian university, they would put me into a counseling program to get me back on track. The school told me to pack my bags, leave immediately, and they rescinded the 80% scholarship I obtained, causing me to owe the full 100% for that semester, which I'm still paying off a decade later. Edit, this comment is getting a lot of traction, so I figured I'd add another nugget. After getting kicked out of college, my 18th birthday was the next month. My parents somehow, my dad is a tech nerd, so he could hack any account I had, found out that I was going to have a party at a friend's house to celebrate. There was alcohol and weed at the party. Lo and behold, my parents called the state police and alerted them of the party. I and 3 other friends got arrested that night. Most charges were dropped or expunged eventually. Imagine hating England. There is no country in the world more beautiful plus. I feel like when people say I hate England, they're not referring to the plants and cows. The bank says I can't afford a $950 mortgage, so I pay $1,400 a month in rent instead.